Happy 4th of July week, guys. This is Christopher Balmaceda with Relation RE at Real Broker, bringing a quick market update for you guys here for the Phoenix market and the state of Arizona. Really want to dive into it today because I really want to talk about where I see the market at right now in comparison to what you may be hearing from other industry professionals, because I'm looking at things a little bit differently as far as the numbers go. So I want to make sure I get that information to you. So please bear with me. This video will probably be a little bit longer, but I do promise there is some added value at the end of this video that you will definitely want to hear. That said, let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's have a conversation about the numbers. As you guys can see, these numbers were pulled June 26th through July 3rd, which is today. Just pulled them this morning. We're seeing 1,756 new listings hit the market. This number surprisingly is only down 8 homes over the past month. If you are following my series or following me do these things, you'll be aware that the last update I did was on June 11th. So a month ago, we were up 8 homes in new listings. This is a big deal because usually in June we see a dip because people are traveling, they're not putting their homes on the market. So the fact that we're only seeing roughly 2 homes a week over the past 4 weeks, that's a big deal. That means inventory is holding and keeping where it's been over the past month. So that's awesome to see. The next number we're gonna look at is obviously the homes that went under contract. You can see 2,484 homes did go under contract over the past week. This number is up 170 homes from my last update back in June. But again, we're looking at over a 4-week span. My math is not the best, but we're looking at what, roughly 35, 40 homes a week that's going under contract more as we've progressed into July. So again, not a drastic number. Back in February to May, we were seeing drastic numbers, not only new listings going under contract, but homes going under contract. New listings hitting the market and homes going under contract. We were seeing drastic changes of 2,000, 2,500, even sometimes 3,000 homes month over month. So to see these numbers be so close to each other in a month span, that's exciting for me. It means the market is where it needs to be. The last number we're going to look at, obviously, is the single family homes here that are available in Maricopa County. Right now, that number is at 6,184 homes. This is down 118 homes over the past month. But again, we're only looking at 25, 30 homes a week that aren't being added to the inventory week over week. So again, this is something that's going to really tell you what's going on in our market. And I bring this up because usually in a standard market, if we're 12,000 to 15,000 homes in inventory statewide, we call that a balanced market. We say that the market's right where it needs to be. It doesn't favor sellers or buyers. If we go above 15,000, usually to about 18 to 20,000, we call that a buyer's market because there's more inventory than buyers. And then if we go down below that 12,000 number to about 10, 9, 8,000 homes, we call that a seller's market where, buyers are now having to fight to get homes. What's so weird about our current market is we're sitting statewide around 9,000 homes currently available to be purchased in the state of Arizona. So we would technically call that a seller's market. So if you are hearing other realtors call it a seller's market right now, they're not wrong, because the historic information that we've provided has always said that this is a seller's market. But what I'm getting at based off the numbers that I've just shared with you guys is the fact that the numbers don't support that. We have just enough buyers in the market to continue to keep the market moving forward and continue to get homes going under contract and sold. And we have just enough homes hitting the market to keep the inventory right where it's been for the past 3 months. We haven't seen the inventory drop drastically since May. May was the last time we saw a huge drastic drop. Once again, I'm talking from February to May, where we saw about 3,000, 4,000 home change in what was on the market. Since then, we haven't seen a drop like that. We're seeing a few hundred homes not on the market in comparison to where we were a month ago. The reason I think we're not seeing this drastic change is obviously back from February to May, interest rates were again at 5.5%. Buyers were more prone to jump in the market and make something happen at that interest rate. We're now hovering at a 6.5% interest rate. Buyers aren't so keen to jump in the market at that rate. There's still a few that are going to make it happen because they can afford it or they have to make it happen. But again, we're not seeing that huge change because buyers are like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So everything's holding pretty solid because of where interest rates are at. The only thing that's going to change that is, again, if interest rates change again. We do hope and project that they're going to drop to the mid 5s by the end of the year. In fact, projections were they would be in the 4s by the end of the year. I don't see that. I could see them maybe getting below 6 by the end of the year. If that happens, then we could have another big push of buyer demand going in the market where we see inventory not keeping up and then people being like, oh, wait, I can take advantage of a hot market to get my home sold, and that could possibly happen as we head to the latter part of the year. But right now, as a buyer or seller, as a consumer in today's market, we're very balanced. We're holding very true where the seller has a little bit of power, the buyer has a little bit of power, and we're making it work to get homes sold. I mean, most homes I'm seeing right now are going under contract in less than 45 days if they're priced correctly, staged correctly, and the photos are good to go and people are going out to see these homes. Most of my listings recently that I've had, they're going under contract in about a week to 2 weeks. Again, once just about pricing and location. With that said, as a seller, if you're wanting to make a move but are kind of nervous about not getting the most out of your home, if you go on the market right now, you're going to be priced where you need to be priced. I mean, right now the pricing is in a good situation for sellers to still get the equity of their house. Now, if you bought a year ago and you're trying to sell, you're probably going to see a loss. But if you bought 5 years ago, even 3 years ago, you're still going to have some equity in your home that you can walk away with some money in your pocket. And that's a huge benefit for a lot of sellers right now. So if you've been on the fence on wanting to sell, you still will walk away with some money unless you bought a year ago. I can't help you if you bought a year ago. The market is down 30% since then. Now, as a buyer, if you're like, look, the interest rates are just crazy right now, I don't want to pay 6.5%, please understand we are still below the 40-year average. Again, I do understand in 1980, home prices were $100 and some odd thousand compared to where they're at now. But over the 40-year span, we are still 1.5% below the 40-year average. Rates are projected to go down. There's going to be really no movement right now. But do understand that if rates do go down again, you're going to have more buyers re-entering the market that haven't been in the market, which means that you're going to have some more competition. So you may end up paying more for a home that you could buy right now at a little bit cheaper. So my advice to you is, if you can afford it and you can make it happen, make it happen. We can always figure things out down the road to save you money if rates do come down, but at least you'll have the home you want. You can afford the home that you want to be in, and you can make it work for you now. If you guys have any questions, want to know more about the market, want to know more about why I'm coming up with this information, because you may be hearing different stuff from other people, give me a call, shoot me a text. I'd love to have a conversation with you. I'd love to have coffee with you. You can reach me at 623-693-5667, or you can email me at chrisbrealty@gmail.com. I really appreciate you guys being here and sticking this video out with me. I told you there was going to be some additional information at the end of the video, so I hope you got some value out of it. You guys are awesome. Have a great and safe 4th of July. And the only thing that I do ask of everybody out there is please make sure that you have 10 fingers on the 5th. Take care, guys. Have a good one.